Hello everyone, I'm Johan Rodrik and this is an art talk about my small artworks that I do besides making bigger canvases and painting the nice paintings that I do. And here is one that I tested on my old sketch that I made in my nearby forest. I'm living actually nearby forests. Here is a not quite big forest. It's nearby the capital, inside the capital of Estonia, in Tallinn, and I'm living in Iru, there where the Tallinn pretty much ends. So I'm at the eastern border of Tallinn, but there are some small forests around and riverside, and so I get some nature for inspiration. I like to walk around there. I have knife throwing locations there and some fire locations, and there are walking places, and there are city has also made some fireplaces, and it's quite kind of a parky forest. Looks like a park a bit, but some parts are pretty wild also. Well, not big enough forest to be worried about getting lost in there. That's pretty much impossible. Like everywhere you go in the forest, you go random direction here, and it's a matter of time when you get out. But okay, back to the subject. There this one here is actually a print made of my sketch later, and I decided to burn away the edges of the sketch to get this kind of multi-layered artwork that I burned out. I burned holes in, and then I put the colored paper behind it, and white paper. I didn't burn it when it was on the paper. I burned every paper sheet individually, and I later mounted them together to get this see-through effect. In this batch of small artworks I have some other burned artworks that I have made of paper using fire, and I like making fire outside and to play with fire, and I have tinkered a little bit with making leathers out of fire and a little bit fire sculpture. Nothing serious, but a few by the way tinkering. I have videos on YouTube as well, as I tested some of these, and I put some letters and things like that together from paper, and then I went outside at night and ignited them and filmed them. So I got inspired to burn some of the sketches a little bit away. And here's just an ink sketch, ink and brush, one of my abstract artworks. I have some abstract artworks as well. I don't always make something that is looking like something, but sometimes I go abstract. I have a collection of abstract artworks that I have made. This is one. I have made digitally edited versions of it. And the next one is also can be abstract. It actually goes this way. But yeah, this is I made it. Made a burnout collage. I called it the burnout collage. I burned a paper full of holes, and then I patched the holes from behind with different random things. So it's inspired by a art style called decollage, which was the opposite of collage art. that was made by ripping off glue things. So inspired of that, I decided to make a burnout and kind of a subject. Decollage is a thing that was made. I don't know exact years when it was made, but probably it's still made. And in art history, in a chapter, it exists. So I just tried it with a different form, though, because I like playing with fire. And I used a lighter from my lighter collection. That I have a small collection of lighters and some turbo lighters and different kind of lighters, and bigger and smaller. And so using them for, it's actually made, this one I used gas soldering iron without the soldering part on. I used it just as a flame, and that's how I burned this one. And the next one I made the same way. It's also a decollage by Burnout Collage, and I patched them in with the holes in with random things. Some were advertisements that I found in my mail, and I repurposed them as a new small artwork. I like the outcome. Probably I'll do some more. Maybe I'll try a lovely gecko as a burnout as well. It may work. This one is patched up with just one colored paper sheet, and yeah, I like it how it came out. Oh, next one is a minimalist ink drawing of a town view. I also edited it digitally a bit, and ink, and I like both things. I like sometimes doing colorful artworks, and sometimes I do like not very colorful artworks. So it it varies a bit. And that's it for today. I have some more of these small artworks, and I'll film them and talk about them in my next episode, and hopefully you got to know better my artworks, and I could provide you some information about how and why I did something, and hopefully you found it interesting. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.